Hello, guys. Welcome to our channel, Life Talks. I'm your host, Lady P. I'm here with my co host, Zach. In this channel, we're going to be talking about life, relationships, and in everything in between. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment down below so we know what you're thinking about the topics. Thank you.
Thank you so much and welcome. Like I said, this is Zach, and today we will be having some good topics to discuss about. Like we said, subscribe and like and comment on our channel.
Okay, so we're going to get into it. So today I want to discuss about things that our men say that really we take them the wrong way, or like they mean something else for us. They say it lightly, but it's a big deal to us. Okay? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
So we're gonna start with the first one, the one that is, light one. So you come home at the door and you're like, this house is a mess.
It's I believe it's definitely it's something noticeable. Usually men we tend to see what you see, you can say. Unfortunately, most of the time it seems like you may take it in a wrong way. But if you walk into a place and you can easily notice what is going on, maybe the kids who are playing all over, we can definitely notice that. That's one way we express, like, we notice the house is in a mess.
Noticing is a good thing. The bad thing is how you say it. You come over here at the door and be like, the house is a mess. So you should go ahead and clean it up.
How does that make you feel when we say that? It's not like
it lifts the responsibility entirely to me. It means that I have to make sure that everything is in order.
Oh, definitely. After work, after I come home, sometime I know you can be overwhelmed, but we may want to see some order. Just saying that, we're just saying, what, things can be arranged a little bit and stuff like that. So it's not like we're trying to hurt you.
It's the way you say it. Just like I said, this house is a mess.
What do you think would be a better way to say it, or to kind of rephrase that so it doesn't really sound so bad?
You'll be like, honey, I don't know, today maybe you've been busy. What's going on? You notice the house is a little not in place. What is going on, or something? Like, be concerned about me first before the house. That could be really good thing.
I mean, that's a good point, but it doesn't usually come out that way. The quicker way it comes out is, this house is a mess.
Oh my God.
It usually doesn't come out that way. I mean, it's good to ask if somebody like, hey, are you feeling okay? What's going on? But what you see first is what you comment on. That's what happened. Unfortunately, it seems like it's to get you on the wrong side when we say that.
Just be considerate, okay? That's all we're asking for you to do. It's not hard, is it?
Okay.
The statement I made was, this house is a mess. I didn't say, like, if you say something, what's going on, that means like you asked a question at least. But if you just like, this house is a mess, like
just a
you're
comment.
just disgusted by the house or whatever, without you asking what's going on. It's just a matter of, you don't have to really like say, honey, whatever. You could just like, I noticed the house was in a mess, what is going on, blah blah, something like that. You know how to talk to your wife, so you should use that.
I guess it's the tone maybe that you don't like. That's well understood.
That one goes hand in hand with, what is for dinner?
What?
Yes.
Are you serious?
What is for dinner? Like, is that solely my responsibility, or
Hey,
what is it?
Let's be honest. How can you not ask that? What is for dinner?
Why can't you decide and surprise us with dinner? But like, hey, honey, today I'm cooking for you, or something like that.
I think you are spoiled. Because I want to ask what's for dinner.
I just want to understand.
Because I'm assuming, like, either you work, of course, most of us couples nowadays, we work, but it happens like you're at home and maybe I'm coming from work. Just imagine your husband is not an obvious, person. He's working maybe in a construction, or he's doing out there, like, stuff like that. So when he comes home, he's tired. He's probably going to go to the, take a shower and stuff like that. So asking you what is for dinner does not really mean. And if you overthink about it, some of those things, like what does it mean, and dig into the psychology of that, you will mess up your mind.
It's not about psychology. It's just understanding the statement saying what's for dinner. Let's not look at the outlier, like the somebody that is working in construction. Let's look at everyday relationship. This person, probably you go 8-hour shift and with each other, you go 8-hour shift, I go 8-hour shift. How do we handle something like that?
Some of the things that you do in the house, they sink into you and you do them having to think otherwise. You won't even notice like you are doing it. It's like when you wake up and you just get in the car and drive, or maybe just get in the shower and take a shower. You don't think about it. You know, it doesn't get into your mind and you think about it. So I think if you feel a little bit like it's a sole responsibility when he asks that, I believe that's wrong.
Okay, good. Good for you to say that, because I just want to understand, because it's like you're classifying these things as something your woman should do. You're classifying that your woman should clean up the house. You're classifying that the woman should know what to feed you for dinner. It's like the household chores are definitely your wife's whatever to do. So my question to you is this man providing everything else?
Possibly, I can say it's a man it can provide.
We're not talking about
But
Ken,
the system,
because
the system is not giving a man enough to be able to provide. That's the current situation. In fact, if you go to countries like Saudi Arabia, only men work. Why? Men get paid enough to be able to support their families. But again, that's where the difference comes. Like when we move over here, everybody has to work because you want to meet stuff.
Understanding that, the way you said it, we have to work. Women have to work. Understanding that, then you have to help in the house as well. Because if I'm spending my 12 hours shift to go work, I can't be able to meet up with everything.
So maybe say, I have no idea. Maybe you can, what do you want to eat? We can make something. It can work out so well.
You'll be the first man to say exactly what you want to eat. When we ask our men, what do you want to eat for dinner? They say anything.
Yeah, because
at some point I will start cooking anything. But honestly, let's just be considerate and be helpful, and just the way you ask for it. You can say, what are we cooking for dinner? Even if you're not actually cooking that dinner, you can go sit in the kitchen or whatever, but you can ask, like, what are we cooking for dinner? It doesn't mean you're actually cooking that dinner, but let's just not single it towards the lady.
Please just save the man. Who's gonna save this man? Anyway, let's keep on, because I think I will need to get some support for me to be able to.
There's no support you're getting
to settle this down.
Even the men will be like, "Hi."
No, I mean, I'm serious. I'll be so happy if I just ask what is for dinner and then dinner is just made. I feel so great. I'll be motivated to get out there and do whatever.
Well, if my man pays for everything, I'll be motivated to cook for him every day.
Do you want to stay home?
Let's just leave that.
Like stay out, be a housewife?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
if he pays me my salary,
you want to be paid again?
No, it's not paying. It's just giving me that,
some incentives.
Yeah, I don't want to be asking for money every time. Like, hey, can I have $5 to go buy something?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that is it. But anyway, let's move on to the next point. We're gonna go a little bit deeper. This men that like to give compliments everywhere. They want to throw it like kashuga everywhere, sprinkling it around. So you're over there, we are over there, maybe a store or somewhere, and you're like, hey, she looks hot.
I can tell hot is a little bit a little bit sexualized, na ikona makali kidogo. But I mean, if you give a compliment, like let's say you meet somebody you long time, hey, she look gorgeous, or she's beautiful, something like that. I mean, you understand, like there are some people you can acknowledge they're beautiful too.
I know, but do you have to say it in front of your wife? You're making her feel like she is not pretty enough.
I mean, it's overthink about stuff.
It's not overthinking, it's the truth. There's some things that you could not want me to say. If you're my husband, there's some things you could not want me to say.
I mean, I want like you to say, like, I want like you to compliment like a man, like in some kind of way that is, like you said, like more like sexualized in a way, like that passion of admiration of somebody. But you can say like, oh, he looks fit, or maybe it's like a friend we met at the store, and then hey, he looks fit.
Can I say that?
It won't bother me.
Are you serious? Let me tell you.
Because you know what?
Okona Kitambi, and I'm over there seeing another man in the store. I'm like, oh my God, he looks. You won't feel anything.
But it's the truth, though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's the truth. When you get into like that's the thing. Like if we meet somebody like a lady somewhere, and then you say she looks good, right? If somebody looks good, it's obvious. You can see it. even even the wife can see like this person looks good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So giving a compliment sometime
Mm-hmm.
is just a natural way of like it's just you're just saying it is out of you. May talk to me, and it's
We
just
don't
like
we don't
that.
want to hear it. I'm
Mm.
sure most of the men don't want to hear me saying, "Hey, he looks fit."
We don't want. You know what we don't want?
With men, when I say he looks fit, that means he looks hot.
No, you know what we don't want
What?
is a man complimenting you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like a different man cannot
Wait,
say
what?
like, well, like we're walking and then the man comes and then say something
But
like
you just said something somebody else's girlfriend, somebody else's wife.
I mean, if they were not with the husband or some, you can like just a general talk. You looking good, understanding like sometime if you start like let me say for instance, this is somebody you haven't met for some time and they've been working out and you meet all of a sudden somewhere like going to the state fair maybe you meet there. Hey, hi, how are you? Long time, blah blah. Maybe it's what a coworker. Hey, you're looking gorgeous. You look beautiful.
Why are you calling other women? They look beautiful. What's your business? And them looking beautiful. You can say you look good. From that, you don't say anything else. You don't say beautiful, gorgeous. Those are words for your wife or your girlfriend or whatever you have, your partner, your spouse. You don't say those words to another woman. Because honestly, you open that as women, from a women perspective, if you're over here telling me, hey, you look gorgeous, it has that open of like, he likes me, he's interested in me.
I mean, I couldn't think that way, but some of the things we say are simple compliments. We don't mean to like them for like to go further into that. So when you meet somebody, you look at something, you just give it because as men, you understand men really use their eyes more than.
And that exactly, and we know that, and that's why we don't want you to go giving this. Unajua kuna mtu, I want to understand my man. Maybe this is him. This is what he does. Like he likes to compliment. Kama mtu ashakwambia kutoka nyuma, you look gorgeous, you look pretty, you look what. Kiambia mtu mwingine, it won't be as much as an issue than you have never given a compliment to your wife or girlfriend. Hey, leo tumefika kwa store, you have met this lady. I know she's gorgeous and everything, and you're over there all over her. You look gorgeous. You look what? Hey, I will leave you at that store.
Hey, you know when you live with somebody, you after you stay for a long time, technically it gets to a point where those kind of compliments and
they disappear.
Talking they disappear. They just disappear. I mean, it's so hard to get back into them and start say, hey, you're looking this or you're this, you're looking like this.
Like
because sometimes even when you guys dress up and then you ask me like, how do I look? You look good. And then you'll turn around and ask, are you lying to me?
Because you never told me anything, so I don't even know if it's the truth.
So what?
If you are lying, what is it?
We mean what we say.
Do this. Start learning to compliment your wife or your partner because
because that's sometimes the way it is. If you want compliments, like the wife wants compliments, you can give it. But when you meet somebody, it's not something you do frequently or somebody you meet all the time. It can be like, that one time meet and say you should not bring a conflict. Like you went to the store, you guys were okay, you were talking maybe after church. And then when you're walking home, just because you told somebody like they're beautiful, or you said somebody's, and then you are now arguing in the car.
I'm not arguing, I'm leaving you at the store.
You are taking an Uber.
I'm taking an Uber, I'm gone.
But you know that thing, you'll not stop it. It will be an argument until it's over.
It's just a disrespect, honestly. If you really think about it, and it's a disrespect to a certain regard because you don't go around.
I mean, do you think once it gets like a repeated behavior and then inakuwa like in a disrespect because you can say like, you know what, I can't stand this, like every time I'm walking with you, you are complimenting and you're people like this. But if it's like one occasion or thing that happens, you might feel like, you know what, it was just a genuine compliment to somebody.
It might be a genuine. I may talk to you and be like, hey, like I don't like when you do that or whatever. And if I pour my heart to you and tell you I don't like something, please don't do it. Because if you do it next time, then you don't pay any whatever to my feeling. Let's move on to where are you guys? Let's say, is it when you guys let's say you're arguing about something and you be like, I pay for everything. I pay for all whatever. So we feel like that makes us feel like you're trying to control us or something like that. Because why could you bring that up? Your money is our money. My money is my money. Just to be clear.
You know, that's what I think is I can say like that's what has really pulled us behind, especially on our African American or African community, because what the fact people say, like, I understand men don't really mind their money being the family, but if you look at like maybe other cultures, how they group up their staff to be able to to progress. The reason why our Africans took on our ego, we will tell you like I pay for everything. That's the fact.
Why are you telling me?
Because we
Because
pay. Probably if we
your
pay,
money, if you know that your money is not your money, you will not tell me you pay for everything. You will say we pay for.
It's the ego, and usually it would not come out because you did what? Because like there was no trigger, there was some kind of trigger that triggers this man's ego.
No.
Because you understand, there's an ego with
So you're trying to say
it will be triggered.
Are you controlling just because you're paying that? You're paying everything that?
No, it's not. It's not
What
like I'm controlling.
Why are you telling me? I just want to understand why.
It's not controlling, but once let me say this, I don't want to kind of like protect that so much. I won't tell somebody that, but that's a reaction to a trigger. Like maybe you are angry, and then you find yourself you have said that, and the same fact is like if actually like you are a man and for some reason you don't have a job and your wife is working, it takes a very short time for her to remind you like, hey, I'm the person doing this in the house.
We were not.
You guys are so emotional about that.
We are not meant to provide.
Yeah,
we're just reminding you that hey, you're slacking.
So I want you to see the double standards there.
That's not double standard. That's
the thing is like
that's your responsibility.
I know it's my responsibility, but I want you to see the double standard there. Like it doesn't really offend us, but sometimes it feels like, hey, you know what? She's usually when a man don't have a job or something, you can feel some kind of way, and then you start stepping out to do whatever. But if you are down for some reason and somebody reminds you that, that's the same case. But when I say I pay for everything, I can't support like somebody's supposed to say that, but maybe you wrapped his ego some kind of way.
So you're gonna have to victimize,
and then
it comes out. Somebody.
No, I'm not actually victimized. But the thing is, like, what I'm trying to say that with the ego and stuff like that, some people will say that like I pay for everything. I can't support it so much. But just expect if it comes out, that's not something to lead to a break, like you get angry and break up with your man because he just said, like, I pay for everything. It undermines you and says you are just sitting there doing nothing. That's
what it means. That's how it sounds to us.
That's how it sounds. It will never
change. You that you're down there. Go to work. Go find your own money.
You're gonna have challenges. That's part of the challenges. You will hear those kind of talks, but how do you react to them? It's the same way. Like if the person says it to you, it's wrong, but also how you react to it can be another wrong. So two wrongs cannot make a right.
Okay. Okay. So the next one is you nag so much.
You do know we have nagging people though.
No, we don't. We even don't.
No, we do have nagging people.
I can agree. We do have nagging people. But
yeah, there are some people who really like nag.
I think so. I've not met one, so I don't know. But maybe there is. But the thing is, I feel like when somebody's bringing their feelings to you, somebody both kama anataka kuambia she's trying to communicate something with you, and you feel like she's nagging. At some point, shut down because she's like, if I talk to you, you say I'm nagging, I'm doing this, I'm blah blah. So I'm just gonna.
The nagging comes in the sense that sometimes which you can solve or which you can handle by yourself, or they're easily like the answer. But you bring them up maybe in the morning, in the evening you're talking about the same thing, or maybe you keep going back to a few things that repetitive stuff. So that's why the nagging is. Sometimes it's not like he wants to shut you up, but maybe he needs a quiet time. So if you keep like doing that, you can say, let me just give you some time. You give him a break.
Nagging is why are we not solving the issue? Because if we solve the issue, I will not come to you again. you want to run away from the issue, and when somebody come and tell you in the morning, at lunchtime, at dinner time, you say you want what space you call it? I don't even know. What did you call it?
Because you want some space and want some quiet time. The thing is, like, if you talk about something, you don't get to a solution. There's always like a pattern of like the talk was going in a certain way, and then the next thing happens again when you come back to talk about it, and then it starts going the same direction. I will know like this is the fate of the conversation because I don't want to go there. So again, if you come back again, it's going the same direction. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna shut off. Like I really don't want to talk about it. But again, if you give this person some time, there's a different approach you can give it to be able to, solve the issue.
That's excuses men have. Nagging doesn't mean that solving whatever. It's something that like they just don't want to talk about it. They don't want to be bothered about. So they're like,
no.
I asked for money to do my hair. Called nagging because you just want to go out and I keep asking, it's not right. Mbona unapenda ukienda nje? Mbona why are you doing this? And then that's what you call nagging. Why are you nagging? Why don't you leave me alone? Huh?
I mean, when it gets to that point, that means there's something underlying. Probably, why is it like maybe is there a different way you can approach it though?
I'm communicating. I don't know what you want me to communicate that. You want me to beg? Maybe, this is the thing with men. You want us to beg for everything. I talked about the money. I asked you, why do you keep going out? You want me to come and say, honey, please? Can't you stay with us?
No, you can say like maybe you can say can we go together instead? Like maybe why you?
Hey, that would be the most nagging of the nagging.
The nagging of.
And let's go together where. I'm going to. It's only men people going there, or only male. Or whatever.
Oh no, it might be like right now we have had this peak of the football season, and if the man likes to go and watch football. And go to a place where you can watch that. You yourself, you don't like that. So when he goes, maybe you ask, oh, where you going, what you doing, stuff like that. I don't want to call it nagging, but you want to avoid some of those small things which it's gonna give you it's gonna be awkward answers there. But I don't like the term nagging myself.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I don't like the term nagging. I mean, you can answer it in a different way, but I don't like the term nagging because it sounds kind of like like it's a constant bother or something like that. But like you said, like something like hair. Once you ask a man for money for hair, definitely he knows you when he's gonna give you that money.
Let me ask you. Sasa una answer for American, like African men in America, I can say. So your wife works. Let's say both of you mko na pesa yenye mnalipa. Do you pay for your wife's hair or nails and stuff like that?
Those are occasions when you want to. Those are occasions. No, occasionally. You will incentive. That's like incentive and maybe gifts them. But you are not going to do it continually. This is the reason why, and this how reason that you know what, when you're working, you also take care of yourself. So I'm not going to be like, we're not going to be like you. This is your job for you to do my hair, my nails and stuff like that. I know I can do it. It's my job to do it. Exactly. But as a woman, you need to take care of yourself.
I do.
So when you ask for it, after maybe 2 or 3 months, when you ask for it, I don't have a problem. I just, give it like, okay, you go do your stuff like that. If you want to do your nails, ladies sometimes like to do their nails like maybe every 2 months or every month. I don't know, every month. But the thing is, like, you also have a responsibility to take care of yourself.
I do, but I'm asking, like, it is your responsibility to take care of your wife.
This.
When you took the lady from the dad, you're like, yeah, I got this. I will take care of it. Our dads used to take care of us or our moms, right?
Yeah.
They paid for our hair. They paid for everything. Now, when you come over there, you're like, yeah, I'm ready for this responsibility.
I mean, you take it.
Wait. You get to your house. I used to make my nails when I was in my mom's house, in my dad's house. I look good. Uka admire this looking beautiful thing, right? Now you have brought me to your house. I have my tutor. I go to my mom's house and they think I'm homeless.
Let's go back to say, if you're a working lady and you have matuta because you're waiting for your man to pay for your hair, you have a problem.
Right.
No, you have a problem. So That's the thing. Like if you're working like the modern woman right now who's working and who makes some change, I understand somebody's home is different, but you also have a responsibility to take care of yourself.
So how are you taking care of me?
So what happens is, like, when you ask for me, I won't feel bad. Like, when you ask, and this is some of the instances I can say, like, if you ask, if today is Saturday morning, you have a 2 o'clock appointment, and then you ask me for money to do your hair, I may not have it then. But if you tell me next weekend, maybe I'm getting paid in between there, I know I will budget for that.
I guess-
You can budget for that. Like I said, you also have a responsibility to take care of yourself, have some good things for yourself, go do some good hair, surprise me with that good hair. I'll be like, hey, you did a very good, hairstyle today. You're looking good. You can also take care of yourself, but you can ask for money too.
That's a good response.
Yeah.
I really agree with it.
Yeah, that.
All right, guys, that is it. That's a wrap. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye. Adios.